Your life will never be perfect. Your house will never be perfect. You're gonna have a sink with dishes. You're gonna have a remodel of some sorts that you're working on, or your life is never gonna be ready.
The kids should get to feel love for a couple days. The kids should get to know that they're important, that they're safe.
Welcome to our first episode of our recurring series, How to Become a Foster Parent 101. In the next few episodes, you're going to learn more about what it means to become a foster care parent. You'll learn about how children come into foster care. You'll learn about the different types of foster care and how to get engaged with actually signing up and how to get started. We hope that as we walk through the series, we have a very courageous conversation about what's possible, what foster care is and is not, but most importantly, where you see yourself in the opportunity to become a foster care parent. So stay with us, stay tuned, and thank you for joining. Cornerstones of Care is a behavioral health nonprofit organization. Again, we've been around for more than 150 years, and each year we provide education and training, we provide foster care and adoption services, and youth and family supports to children and families across the states of Missouri and Kansas and beyond. We try to provide education and knowledge and skills and tools to children and families who have experienced trauma to really help empower them to live safe, nonviolent, healthy lives in their households, their neighborhoods, and their communities. It really focuses on unearthing the assets and the strengths in children and families and helping them have the wherewithal so that they can go on to live very healthy, resilient lives. So our approach to trauma-informed care is really rooted around data that is supported by what's called the ACE study. And what it describes is the adverse childhood experiences. And so in the ACE study, children who have had early exposures to a variety of traumas, and they really could be anything from violence in the home to the loss of a parent as a result of crime or violence or incarceration, even divorce, abuse. Those youth who have prolific adverse childhood experiences throughout their life, they are at a higher probability for lack and deficit as they grow to become adults. And without that intervention, you really see, again, just this downward slope towards decline. Everything from homelessness and poverty. And this is particularly true for youth who spend concentrated amounts of time in foster care and would soon age out of foster care. So the last thing we want to do is really perpetuate and keep this cycle of broken children becoming broken adults. Foster care homes are pivotal for the intervention, particularly for those youth with high ACE scores to experience healing, to have the knowledge, the tools, and the training to know how to counter those high ACEs and that trauma and discover really a better, safer, and healthier way to live. The biggest obstacle in managing foster care across Missouri and Kansas is really in the need. It's the magnitude and the volume, the number of youth. Nationally, at any given point, there are more than 390,000 children in foster care. Locally, in Missouri, that's about 14,000 youth in foster care, and in Kansas, it's about half that amount, so 7,000. Diversity is such an important element in foster care recruitment and creating more foster care homes, simply because of the nature and the volume of traditionally marginalized youth who are coming into care. Something powerful happens when a child has an affinity and a connection in seeing someone that looks like them, in a culture that is similar to theirs, and a language that is shared with their own. We welcome all those to the table. Today, there's still just not enough homes to meet that need. Really, the challenge for us is helping support those families who are curious, who want to know how they can help. They have love to give, they have a safe environment to give, they have the resources, but they don't know where to start. That's where we come in to partner with those families to get them properly licensed, educated, trained, and ready to receive foster care children. When families consider becoming foster care parents or opening their home as a foster care home, there's a lot of questions I think that naturally surface, and really a lot of myths. Do I have what it takes? Do I have the capacity? Is my home properly equipped and ready to receive another child? At Cornerstones of Care, for those families who are interested in becoming foster care parents, there's a wide variety of services that our staff provide.
My wife and I, Denise, we're foster parents. We've been doing this now for a year and a half, I think, is when we officially got licensed.
And we started out just doing respite care because we weren't sure if we were ready to jump in with both feet. So we started with respite care, did that for a year and a half, then started taking classes. I think that it was knowing that there is a need and just wanting to make sure that the kiddos were feeling loved and taken care of, and just that they had a safe place to go.
We both had relatively stable upbringings. I woke up every day and I knew there was someone there that loved me. I woke up and I had all my basic needs met, and I didn't question, does somebody else care about me? And so I think there's a lot of kids out there that don't have that. They don't have that benefit. They wake up and they're not sure if someone cares about them.
Thank you for joining us for our first episode. Be sure to stay tuned for other future videos on how a child comes into foster care, the types of foster care, and how you can get started. If you are interested in getting started now and want to learn more about becoming a foster care parent, you can complete an interest form on our website.